Hello sketching friends, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going through every single sketch that I have sketched outside in 2021. I feel like 2021 was really a year where I got into urban sketching and sketching outside, so there's a lot to get through. Let's get into this giant pile of sketchbooks. This year I have sketched in quite a random selection of sketchbooks, so there's not really any logical order to these. The first few sketches are in my Etcher Perfect sketchbook, and these were done when I was on holiday earlier this year. A lot of the sketches are also from Sydney Sketch Club, which is an urban sketching club here in Sydney. They meet up every weekend, so I go along when I can. If you've been thinking of getting into urban sketching, I would definitely recommend checking out and seeing if there is an urban sketching group in your area. You can usually just find them by googling urban sketchers or even looking on meetup.com or something like that. You can actually see a few of my fellow urban sketchers on this page. They're always dotted around when I'm sketching. These ones were done on holiday to Newcastle earlier this year. I actually made a video of the sketch on the next page, so if you want to see that, I will link to that in the description below. I really love sketching on holiday. It's pretty much my favourite thing to do on holiday because it's just such a good way to remember where you've been and just slow down and take a second to just stop and look around. So this sketchbook that I'm in now is the A4 Landscape Etcher sketchbook, and I like going across the page. Like you can see there, you can do kind of a panorama type thing. I was also experimenting with going smaller and different sketchbook layout designs. I think usually I am pretty boring with how I lay out my sketchbooks. I usually just fill up the whole page with the painting, so I think next year I'm going to experiment a little bit more with some different sketchbook styles and just trying to push myself a bit more on the way that I design the pages of my sketchbooks. As I said, this is a bit random, so here are two just in random sketchbooks, and then I think this one was a Fabriano sketchbook. And here we're going into my Etcher mini sketchbook, which I really love for just doing quick, easy sketches when I'm out and about. When I first got this, I was just taking it everywhere, sketching any time that I had a few spare minutes. If I was waiting for the bus or something, I would just take it out and sketch. I'll also link to a video about the Etcher Fields case, which actually fits this sketchbook in, so I'll link to that below. And then there was a bit of a break because there was a lockdown in the middle of this year here in Sydney, so there was about 3 months where I didn't sketch outside at all. I think these are some of the first sketches that I did back outside when we could finally sketch outside again. And recently I've been doing a lot of jacaranda sketches because the jacarandas are in bloom here in Sydney. And then moving on to the Etcher B5 sketchbook. I started this one off when we went on a trip to Taronga Zoo, so all of these animals were actually sketched from real life. These ones were done on holiday. You'll probably notice that all of my train sketches are always black and white because usually the train pulls in before I get a chance to colour them in. And some of these were done in the Blue Mountains, and again it was just really nice to sketch on holiday and remember what I saw a little bit better, because I just took those 15 or 20 minutes to just sit down and really look at what's around me. So this was one of the last ones before lockdown, and then this was one of the first ones after lockdown, so this was a really happy moment for me, just finally being able to sketch outside after so long being stuck inside. A lot of these were done on picnic blankets because before they fully lifted the lockdown here in Sydney, they were allowing you to have a picnic outside, so I took that as a sign for me being able to go and sketch on a picnic blanket outside. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. I'm also going to link to a playlist of urban sketching videos so that you can see how I painted some of the sketches that you have just seen. And I'll see you in the next video.